news that has not been being covered extensively across the internet for some reason is that CNN is now having layoffs, and they are asking for their people to take pay cuts. They said that people is overpaid over there. Elections ratings was incredibly low. Their coverage of Trump was absolutely biased, and the people is not rocking with him anymore. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get into it.
Let's go to some good news. As a result of the US election, CNN have started laying off staff, and MSNBC have lost a huge chunk of their audience. CNN, back in 2016, their election coverage had 13.3 million viewers, but at the most recent election, just a week ago, they went from 13.
V12 Media said it's okay. You're limited-minded to Euro destinations. Well, I like Europe, and I like Asian countries too. And I am limited-minded because that's what my preference is, and those are the cultures that I think that I really want to explore because I like Europe and I like Asia. Have y'all ever watched that Owen Wilson movie where he was in Paris and stuff like that? It was called Last Visit to Paris or something like that, where he was dreaming. I love that movie. He was dreaming and he was like this poet writer and he was going to visit Paris and stuff. I want to see the stuff that I like to look at in the movies now that I have the resources to do so.
3 million viewers in 2016 to just 5 million viewers. Oof. Fox News, by comparison, had twice that many people tune
look at Joy Reid. We're going to get to her in a second.
In to their election coverage. It seems like people didn't want to watch an election coverage from people who'd spent 4 years lying to them. In fact, I suspect about half of the audience that did tune into CNN were people like me who just wanted to see how they were doing because we were concerned about their mental health as results started to come in. MSNBC primetime viewership has decreased by 54% in the days after the election, while Fox viewership for the same primetime slot has gone up 61%. Again, I can't imagine why people don't want to tune into MSNBC.
That's the name of the movie. Midnight in Paris is a good movie to watch with your girl. Y'all might, get a little something with it, But Midnight in Paris is one of my favorite movies. I love Midnight in Paris.
NBC right now. I mean, who doesn't want to turn on the television and hear that you're racist and misogynist and watch TV hosts crying? So this is more good news from the election. The progressive left media have absolutely shot themselves in the foot with their lies, with their carry-on. And I had to laugh today with CNN. They published this article on their website. It was headed, Trump's win, I like this, Trump's win was real, but not a landslide. I like the fact that I have to put in, it was actually real, it was real, but not a landslide. I mean, it was the biggest electoral college win by a Republican in 36 years, the biggest popular vote by a Republican ever. Yeah. He won the House, he won the Senate, he won every swing state, and CNN said, but it wasn't a landslide. They're trying to convince us that their predictions...
Well, actually, if you look at Grover Cleveland's second presidency in the 19th century, you can see that, in fact, he outperformed on all the...
Right.
But there's a couple of reasons. One is obviously that these two networks were just bullshitting people and just telling them that black was white and telling them that Kamala was going to win. And of course, once you have all these experts who are telling you that they're smarter than you, and I think one of MSNBC's slogans is actually, we're going to make you smarter if you watch us, that they're actually feeding you the exact opposite of what is true. Obviously, you have a huge amount of people who, even if they may be sympathetic to that side of politics, are just going to switch off because they think, well, you led me up the garden path. I was telling my friends, at the barbecue or the dinner party all the stuff you were saying, trying to be smart because you were meant to make me smarter and you made me look like an idiot. And then the other thing is, of course, after the result, you have articles like this and you have the most ridiculous pontificating crap that they had out there. This is going to be a tough day for all those, people of color and women and children and little furry cats.
My life never changed. Not one bit since election night. Since election night, my life never changed. I'm still working. Everybody had to get up and go to work in the morning. They just had their election results earlier. And what CNN did was absolutely dumb. CNN says that they are an objective news media outlet, but I've seen nothing of the sort. I think that they are ran from a business perspective I think all of these media companies are ran from a business perspective stupid. And you're going to have people from outside come in with different ideas, not come into those organizations, but possibly create their own that then upends the media. I believe that media as we know it today is going to be forever changed. This is The Hill talking specifically about Chris Wallace's exit from CNN, and now that they're unraveling over there and now that they have layoffs.
And now some media news. Veteran broadcaster Chris Wallace is leaving CNN after just 3 years there. This announcement comes as his CNN weekend program, The Chris Wallace Show, averaged
horrible.
below 600,000 total viewers during the election year.
CNN CEO Mark Thompson called Wallace one of the most respected political journalists in the business.
Somebody said, Anton, your life did change, you get richer. Yeah, my portfolio exploded a lot more. But as far as my day-to-day, when I say my life never changed, I'm talking about everybody saying, oh my God, you're going to get arrested. Your civil liberties are going to be gone. Everybody is going to have, they putting you back on a plantation. This is what a plantation feels like. I take this all day, every day.
Wallace jumped over to the network after leaving Fox News, where he anchored for 18 years. Per Fox News Digital, Wallace did not accept CNN's offer to extend his contract. And according to the Daily Beast, which first reported the story, the 77-year-old plans to remain in the business, but he's going independent, the independent podcast route.
Well,
Hey, do y'all remember a time where they said that podcasters or independent people or YouTubers was not to be respected? I remember over the last 10 years, because I've been on YouTube for probably about 10 years now, right? I remember not this channel, because this channel is relatively new compared to how long I've been on YouTube. This channel has been in existence for about, I think, 3 or 4 years. Well, this is season 4, so this will be the 4th year that has been in existence. 3.5 years. This will be in the 3.5 year mark that I've had this channel. And I remember when everybody was trying to talk bad about us and they was like, oh no, you know, are you just a YouTuber, content creator or whatever? Now all of them is going the independent route. Anybody heard from Skip Bayless? Y'all know how Skip Bayless is doing over there? Now all of the basketball players want to have a second life as a podcaster. Now all of the media outlets, Don Lemon is, oh, I'm an independent journalist now. No, that means that you're broke and you're no longer making the type of money that you wanted to make. And I hope you got your money invested because you don't understand the social media landscape. And you got to figure it out like the rest of us. And so now we're the experts. They trying to come into our space and participate in the same way that they was. I was listening to, remember that it's a podcast from the two girls, the two sportscasters. And it's called Too Personal, TWO Personal, Too Personal. That junk is doing horrible. And listen, I admire them for continuing to put out episodes, even though it's bad. You can't get a whole bunch of celebrities and think that that's going to get you popping and all of that. Now, you know, I'm an independent. Man, get the hell out of here, bro.
Well. This is interesting. So Chris Wallace left Fox News several years ago, joined CNN. He'd had some friction with Tucker Carlson, with the direction of the network. He was someone who was always pretty, I would say, centrist, or even, I think, by the end, a little bit more combative with the Republican Party than he even was with the Democratic Party. He made himself no fans and allies among conservative viewers at Fox. And so CNN seemed a more natural home for him, although there are fewer viewers there overall. So he was not happy with the success. Obviously, the digital platform he was briefly involved with was a huge debacle, disaster. I know people who worked there and left that thing thinking, oh my God, what a mess was that.
Yeah. Horrible rollout.
So yeah, it didn't quite work out for him there.
Everybody think that they could just pick up a microphone and start talking, and all of a sudden everybody's going to hear what you got to say. Nope. It's way more. Taylor Rooks, that's it. Taylor Rook and the other one, the light-skinned one. And they said, oh, we're pretty, and they got big tits, and so everybody's going to want to hear them talk. Now you see that your value is the fact that ESPN and Fox Sports is the one that's really getting y'all visibility, and the fact that y'all might have big tits, but it don't have nothing to do with your commentary about your life. Nobody cares. Nobody is checking for you. Nobody trying to figure out, hey, what is Taylor Rooks and all of them going to do next? Nobody is over there trying to figure, hey, who went and searched for Don Lemon's podcast? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Some people have it, some people don't. Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks, that's what it is. And it's no shot at them, but they horrible content creators. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And so many people think that, oh, you could just pick up a microphone and start talking. Nope. It's work. 80% of the work don't even have nothing to do with even being on the microphone or even talking at all. 100% of it, most of it is you grinding, you hustling, you're producing, you're working, you got to deal with payroll, you got to deal with all of these different things, and people think that it's easy, and it's not. And so these people need to just go away. Go away. It's content creators that can't even create. It's independent content creators that ain't even a part of the media that been on YouTube. They can't get past 7,900, not even 7,900, 900 subscribers. I seen some of my old foes and my old enemies. They went live and they had 17 people in their chat. I said, ooh, not 17. It's time to go back and get a job, dog. Yeah, I just want to keep going. I don't want to work for myself. No, this might not be for you. Sometimes we all got to figure out where our niche is. And everybody don't have it. Everybody can't produce a show. Your graphics is bad. Your commentary is bad. You keep saying the same thing over and over again. You're talking about the same stuff. I see people that keep, they talking about relationships, but they have no substance. They saying the same thing over and over again. They lose 13 new viewers every single time. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Some people are incredible. Some people know what they're doing. Some people have, that vision, and then they can execute and stuff like that. And other people need to just go ahead and sit down and play their role.